Hello children, welcome to the English grammar class. In this class, we shall discuss about the remaining part of chapter 4, present tense revision. In the previous class, we had discussed about simple present tense and present continuous tense. In today's class, we shall discuss about present perfect and present perfect continuous. So let's get started. Now look at these sentences. I have painted the door yellow. They have paid for dinner themselves. Both these sentences are in present perfect tense. Now let's learn what is present perfect tense. The present perfect tense refers to an action or state that either occurred at an indefinite time in the past or began in the past and continued to the present time. Now we have to understand this definition in two parts. In the first part, it states that an action or state had occurred at an indefinite time in the past. This means that some action had taken place in the past, but the time of action is not important or indefinite. The meaning of indefinite is unspecified. In the second part, it states that an action began in the past and continued to the present time. That means that an action took place in the past and the effect of that action continued till present. Now let's see the sentence structure of present perfect tense. Subject plus have form, that includes has or have. Has is used for singular, that means he, she, it. Have is used for plural, I, they, we, you. Plus V3 form. V3 form means past participle form of the verb, which is usually formed by adding ed or d to the base verb. Then comes the object. So the structure is subject plus has or have plus V3 form plus object. Next we will discuss about the uses of present perfect tense. First one, to show past events whose time is not mentioned. That means we use the present perfect tense to say that an action happened in the past at an unspecified time. Here, time of action is not important. For example, Gina has given her book to Joe. Now, let us understand this concept with the help of a timeline. Now, observe the timeline, children. In this example, Gina is not specifying the time of giving her book to Joe because it is not important. Here, the giving of book to Joe is important than the time of action. Second, to show an action that has just been completed but whose effect can be felt at the moment of speaking. That means it describes an action that was completed in the recent past and the effect of the action can be felt in the present or at the time of speaking. For example, Rakesh has just finished his task. Here, Rakesh has completed or finished his task very recently. Here, the word just conveys that the event happened a short while ago. Third is to show an action which started in the past and is still continuing. We often use the present perfect to talk about a continuing situation. For example, the banyan tree has stood there for 100 years. This is a state that started in the past and continues in the present and will probably continue into the future also. It is important to note that this is a situation and not an action. Now let's solve Jamie. Fill in the blanks using the present perfect tense of the verbs given in the brackets. Before that, let's see the sentence structure. Subject plus has or have plus V3 form plus object. Has is used for singular, have is used for plural. Let's see the first question. I dash finish eating just now. Children, first you have to see whether the subject agrees with the verb or not. Use has for singular and have for plural. Then look into the verb given in the bracket. Here finish is the verb. Change the verb into V3 form. What is the V3 form of finish? Yes, it is finished. So the answer is I have finished eating just now. Rita has packed her bags. Samuel has promised to help. We have eaten rice today at lunch. The children have decided to go for a picnic tomorrow. People have traveled to the moon. John has studied 2 foreign languages. The government has been more interested in arts education. Doctors have cured many deadly diseases. She has spoken to several specialists about her problem, but nobody knows why she is sick. Now look at these examples. I have been working a lot lately. It has been raining since Friday. Both these sentences are in present perfect continuous tense. Now let's understand about present perfect continuous tense. It is the combination of perfect and continuous tense. It refers to an action that began in the past, continued in the past, and has ended at the present. Sentence structure: subject plus has or have plus been. Has is used for singular and have is used for plural. Plus verb in ing form. Here use ing to the base form. Plus object. So the sentence structure is subject plus has or have been plus verb plus ing plus object. Now look at this example. We have been living in Mumbai for 5 years. Let us understand this example with the help of a timeline. Here in this sentence, the action of living in Mumbai began in the past. That means 5 years ago. It continued through the 5 years, and the 5 years period gets over at the time of making the statement. That means to say that an action started in the past, continued in the past, and has ended at present. We generally use specific words like since, for to give some time periods. For example, he has known her since 2017. Let's understand this example with the help of a chart. In the above example, he has known her since 2017. So what is the starting point? 2017 is the starting point. And since indicates the beginning of the time period until the present. Let's take another example. He has known her for 4 years. For is used when we are talking about an amount of time. What is the amount of time here? 4 years is the amount of time. So here they talk about how long something happens. Let's see the differences between since and for. Since is used for the starting point of actions, whereas for is used how something happens. Since can only be used with perfect tense, whereas for can be used with all tenses. Since will have specific date, day, event or time, whereas for can be specific or general. Differences between present continuous and present perfect continuous. Present continuous is used for actions that are going on at present, whereas present perfect continuous is used to talk about the actions that began in the past, went on for some time in the past, and has ended at present. Example of present continuous is she is reading, whereas example for present perfect continuous is she has been reading. So here I complete your 4th chapter present tense. If you have any doubt, feel free to clarify. Thank you.